and welcome. Today we are going to learn about triangles, specifically the different types of triangles. So to start out, does anybody know what defines a triangle? What is the shape that you see? How do you know that that shape is a triangle? Yes?
Three intersecting sides.
Okay, wonderful. So triangles are three-sided polygons, and there are a variety of different types of triangles that are important to know and be able to classify. So, did any of you guys off the top of your head know any terms for different types of triangles that you've maybe learned in school or heard around you? If not, that's totally fine. No? Okay. Well, the first type of triangle that we are going to learn today is called the equilateral triangle. And the thing about the equilateral triangle is that all of the sides of the triangle are the same length. And because of the way that triangles work, that means that also all of the angles in an equilateral triangle are also the same. So, for an equilateral triangle, because the angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees, which is an important point that we will talk more about in the next lesson, each angle in an equilateral triangle is always 60 degrees, because 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. So if you ever see a triangle where all of the sides are the same, you know that each angle is 60 degrees. So this is called an equilateral triangle. Sorry, it's a little bit hard for me to write. All right, wonderful. Then we have the second type of triangle that we are going to learn today, which is called an isosceles triangle. And this is a picture of an isosceles triangle. And what classifies an isosceles triangle is that it has two sides that are congruent, which means that are the same. And that means also that the angles that are across from the sides, so you can see this is the corresponding angle to this side, and this is the corresponding angle to this side, are the same as well. So, for example, this hash mark means that these two are congruent or the same. These two sides are, and these quarter circles mean that the angles are the same as well. So that's a way to identify whether, could you please move the cursor on the computer, whether the sides or angles in a triangle, whether they're denoted as being congruent. And then the third type of triangle that we're going to learn about right now is called a scalene triangle. And in scalene triangles, none of the sides are the same, so there will be no hash marks or circles denoting congruency because all of the angles are different and all of the sides are different. Sorry, let me write here. Isosceles, and then scalene. And then these types of triangles are usually categorized by whether the angles are congruent to each other or whether the sides are congruent to each other. So for equilateral, all angles and sides are congruent. For isosceles, two angles and two sides are congruent. And for scalene, none of the angles or the sides are congruent. But there's another way, an additional way to classify triangles, that is whether the angles in them are acute or obtuse. Unfortunately, we do not have time to learn about that today, but that will be our lesson next time. So just have that on your mind, that we will get into whether the angles are more than a right angle, are bigger than a right angle, or smaller than a right angle next time. So now we are going to learn a cheer to remember this. So it is a call and response chant, and I printed out a copy for you guys so you can see it. And so I will say the definition of the triangle, and you guys will say how many sides in it are congruent. Okay, so this is a call and response chant. How many congruent sides does each triangle have? Equilateral.
3.
Isosceles.
2.
Scalene.
0.
None is the way that it works, but it's okay. We've only just begun. Equilateral.
3.
Isosceles.
2.
Scalene.
0.
We're still not done. Equilateral.
3,
Isosceles,
2,
scalene.
none.
We're finally done. So I hope you guys learned a lot today about how to categorize triangles. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll learn about acute angles, obtuse angles, and right triangles next time.